Hello children. Now we are discussing grade 7th chapter 11 motion and time living science. Okay. So the first topic we will be discussing regarding the chapter is measurements. So what do you mean by measurements? Measurement means okay, if I ask you to calculate the length of the table, so how will you ask? You will take your scale, then because you know the length of your scale, then you will compare it with the table. You will keep your scale again and again repeatedly how many times the scale is coming to measure the length of the table. So the length of the table is unknown and the length of your scale is known. So whenever we compare a unknown quantity with a known quantity, this is known as measurement. So then only we are able to measure. When you will see a vegetable seller, what he does, in one of the bar he sets the weights and in the other weight he keeps the vegetable. So he is comparing 1 kilo bar with the vegetables he is keeping, it is same or not. So he is comparing, the vegetables weight is unknown and the bars weight 1 kg, half kg, 250 grams, it is known quantity. So whenever we compare any unknown quantity with a known quantity, then we are doing the measurement of that quantity, and this termed as measurement. Clear? So everywhere whenever we want to measure something, we will have a known quantity of which we have done the standards measurement, and other which we do not know, so we will compare and get our answers. Now physical quantities, what are physical quantities which can be measured? The quantities like the length, your weight, time, temperature, speed, sound, everything that can be measured is termed as a physical quantity. Now standards unit. Now if I ask that use your palm hand to measure the length of the table, so if I ask a 4-year child, the measurement will come like 8 palms, 8 hand spans, and for you it will be you may assume that it will be 4 only. So the length of the table is same, but for you it is coming 4 hand spans, for a 4-year child it is coming 8 hand spans. So we cannot understand the length when we do not have any standard units. So units which are used uniformly all over the world are termed as standards units. So as you are using your meter scale, the length, the centimeter scale that you are using in your pencil boxes you daily use, it is having a standard 15 centimeter of length. Yes, so it will be in the whole universe that will be 1 centimeter and 15 centimeter will be measured as same. It will be not different for me or you or anyone else. Clear? So standard units are the units that are uniformly used by everyone in the world. Okay, next. Now the standard unit, we have given the standards unit. Okay, there are different systems under which we have given the standards unit. Okay, so SI system means system international, the units in French. Okay, so SI units for various physical quantities like meter for length, kilogram for mass or weight, seconds for time, Kelvin for temperature. Similarly, electric current, brightness of light, loudness of sound, frequency, everything, every physical quantity has a SI unit, means the standard unit in which it is measured universally. Okay, now there are other systems other than the SI unit in which also the physical quantities are being measured, like FPS system in which foot, pound, second. Okay, foot, pound and second. Next, CGS system is centimeters, gram and second. Okay, CGS system. MKS, meter, kilogram, second, it is same as MKS system is same as SI system. In SI system also it is measured in meter, kilogram, seconds, and in MKS system also the same measurements are being used. Now measurement of time. Okay, now as we have measured every other quantity by comparing it in any other unknown quantity. Now, that how we generally measure the weight, temperature, everything. Now basically time, how it is being measured. Okay, if I say I will start clapping and you have to move from this wall to that wall. So, how many claps I will be doing? That will be the time. That can be considered as time. How many times I have clapped and you have reached that wall. So, any repeated thing that is occurring again and again, that is considered as time. Okay, so anything that occurs or appears at regular interval of time is considered as measure. It used as measure. Okay, like if the day, how do we say the day, how do we calculate a day? From one sunrise to the other sunrise. Okay, from one sunrise to other sunrise, if we calculate that today the sunrise was at 5:30, so again when next day the sunrise will be there, that will be calculated as one day. How is one month calculated? From new moon to new moon or full moon to full moon, that is considered as a one month. So anything that is repeating itself as a regular interval of time is considered as time. Okay, that can be used to measure the time. Like 60 seconds equals to 1 meter, 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, 24 hours is 1 day, 365 days is 1 year, 10 years is 1 decade, 10 decade is 1 century or 100 years, 10 centuries or 1 millennium or 10,000 years. Okay, so what is time? Anything that is occurring at a regular interval of time, that can be you measure to you measure the time. Okay, now sand clock, you must have seen a sand clock, how they used Romans used to do it, how used to calculate the time. From one compartment to the other compartment, when the whole sand comes, they considered as the unit of time. Okay, sundial, you must, a few of you must have visited the Jantar Mantar in Delhi or Jantar Mantar in kya kehte हैं, Jaipur. So all these are used as your sundials. They, according to the position of the shadow they cast on the floor, the structure they have made, they can calculate the time. Okay, next, simple pendulum. Now, simple pendulum was used by first Galileo Galilei. He used the concept of the simple pendulum to calculate the time. Now, how it is being? If you hang a mass or a ball from a thread and you just move it now, so it will move in a to and fro motion. What is to and fro motion? If you think that this is the thread and you have hang a mass of ball, now you have shifted it in this direction. Now suppose that it is moving till here, now again it will come back here, now it will go in the other direction. Okay, now if it is moving over, again it will come back to this position. So if I say the center mean position is the 0, then 1, then 2, so this is to and fro motion. The pendulum is moving from the 0 position to 1, then 1 to 0, then 0 to 2, then 2 to 0. So this is to and fro motion. It is moving from between 1 and the 2 position again and again, moving from the mean position. Okay, so this is the structure of a simple pendulum. Okay, and the to and fro motion means it is moving in a between two positions. Okay, now the length of the string distincts the time. You can see, if we keep the 20 centimeter length, it is exactly 1 second. Now what is 1 second means? To complete one to and fro motion. What is to and fro motion? See, this is your thread, this is your ball, it is moving over here, this is the 0 position, it is 1, then it is moving to 2, so 0 to 1, 1 2 0 0 to 2 2 to 0. Now when this complete circle means 0 to 1, 1 to 0, 0 to 2 and 2 to 0, this is one oscillation. This is complete one oscillation. When it starts from the mean position, it is going in one direction, coming back to its mean position, then going in the other direction and coming back. This is one oscillation, and the time taken for completing one oscillation is known as your time period. Clear? So to complete one oscillation is time period. Clear? So this is how we calculate the time using the time up. How much time it is taking to complete one oscillation. एक oscillation को complete करने में उसको जितना time लग रहा है, that is known as your time period. Now if we set the length of the string to 25 centimeter, it is exactly the 1 second that we exact calculate. Okay, now when we will alter the length of the pendulum, then the time period will be changed to take one oscillation. Clear? Now in the electronic watches, what is used? It is using crystals. The electronic watches is it using crystals that vibrate. The crystals are known as quartz. It is known as your quartz. These are being used. Now stopwatches, they calculate the time very accurately. Yes. Now moving on to the next topic, speed. Now what is speed? Okay. Okay, so speed, what do you mean? Whatever distance you are covering in a meantime, means how much time you are taking to cover any distance. Okay, if I say you are coming from your home to school, that is a distance of 10 kilometers if I assume, and you are taking 10 minutes to cover it, so the speed of you will be distance covered in the meantime, that will be your speed. Okay, now how we say the speed? The fastest man speed is, it is covering 100 meters of the length in 10 seconds. 10 सेकेंड में वो 100 meters चला जाता है. If we say about cheetah, if we say about cheetah, how it is covering the same distance in 4 seconds, means it takes only 4 seconds to cover the 100 meters. Now jet plane, if we say, it is only taking 0.1 seconds to complete it. Clear? So what is the speed? The distance covered in a unit time is known as speed. Okay, now if we keep the time standard, if we say how much distance it is covering in 1 second, so fastest man not covers 10 meters in 1 second. Cheetah takes 25 covers 25 meters in 1 second, and the jet 1000 meters in 1 second. Okay, so you can see the क्या कहते हैं definition. The distance covered by a moving object in a unit time is termed as speed. speed को कैसे लिखते हैं? मीटर पर सेकेंड. जनरली भी हम क्या, जो बाइक चलाते हैं कहते हैं, कार चलाते हैं कहते हैं इतने किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड थी, 100 किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड थी. सो स्पीड इज व्हाट? किलोमीटर्स पर टाइम, वॉट एवर द डिस्टेंस इज बीइंग कवर्ड per unit time. Okay, so speed is this formula, speed equals to distance upon time. So this is a simple numerical. You can see the distance between Delhi and Chandigarh is about 250 kilometers. Bus take 5 hours to complete it. Calculate at what speed does it travels. So what will simply take it? We will divide 250 with 5. So the bus is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now, the Shatabdi Express takes 6 hours to travel from New Delhi to Lucknow at a speed of 60 km per hour. So we have been given time, we have been given a speed. Now we have to calculate the distance. So what we will do? We will multiply it 80 km per hour the speed into time, then we can calculate the distance. Okay. Now, what is a speedometer? The device on your vehicles that shows you the speed. What is odometer? Odometer gives you the kilometer that has been covered with the while you are moving. Clear? The distance covered by the vehicle. Now, distance time graph for the uniform motion. Okay, so if you can say now, look for this graph. Okay, so as I have explained this also, now if we say that this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Now if I say at 9 you were at home, so at 9 you were at home. Now at 9 you were at home. Now at 9:05 you covered 5 kilometers. Then at 10 at 9:10 you covered 10 kilometers. Okay, at 9:15 you covered 15 kilometers. Now if we will draw the graph of it, you will get a straight line. Okay, so you will always get a straight line for this. Okay, so if we are covering uniform distance in the time, then it is said to be uniform motion. Means in a particular time, means in a particular time gap you are covering the same distance, then it is covering as the uniform motion. If it is changing the distance covered in the particular time, it is said to be a non-uniform motion. Okay, so this was your whole topic. You have been practicing this the graph in the class, so we will practice 1 2 numericals using this graph in the next video. Thank you, class.